Okay, so let's dive right into this fascinating cosmic puzzle. It's found right at the heart of a sacred text, and it's all about a book sealed with 7 seals that basically holds the secrets of destiny. But there's a huge problem. No one, and I mean no one, anywhere, is worthy enough to open it. And the text really drives this point home. The search is completely exhaustive, and the result is absolute total failure. I mean, just imagine a call going out across the entire cosmos, to every dimension, and the only thing that comes back is this deafening silence. Nobody is found. And that sets the stage for a really profound crisis. So that's the big question we're going to dig into, right? What does worthy even mean in this context? What kind of power, what kind of experience and authority was actually required? And, what was so incredibly special about the one person who finally could step forward? The answer, it turns out, is hidden in the definition of worthiness itself and in the very map of the cosmos. All right, so let's start by breaking down the specific criteria for being worthy. The text says no one could open the book or even look at it. And that second little detail, that no one could even look, well, that's the key to this whole thing. The fact that the search failed at the most basic level, just looking at the book, that tells us we're not dealing with some simple physical action. This isn't about having good eyesight. This is about spiritual capacity. It's about being able to withstand an immense, just absolutely crushing spiritual weight. Now, this is where it gets really cool. The original Greek word they used for look is blepo. And as you can see here, this word means so much more than just a casual glance. It's about the power to see deeply, to understand something because you've experienced it, and to face the full, unfiltered reality of a thing without being completely destroyed by it. It's a word of confrontation. So to look upon this book meant you had to be able to stare right into the abyss of all human sin and failure. It meant you had to face the perfect, unyielding standard of divine justice. And maybe most impossibly, it meant you had to stand before the raw, unveiled glory of God himself. I mean, who could possibly do that? And this quote right here really drives home just how high the stakes were. The source material is crystal clear on this. No human, in their natural state, can survive a direct encounter with God's perfect holiness. The act itself is lethal. That is the barrier that no one in all of creation could get past. So let's talk about the scope of this search. Because this wasn't just some local talent hunt. The call for someone with the authority to face this book went out across 3 completely distinct realms, covering every single corner of existence as the text understood it. This slide here gives us the cosmic map for the search. The call went out to heaven, the spiritual realm of pure divine authority. It went out to earth, our physical world, and it even went under the earth, to the realm of the dead, sometimes called Sheol or Hades. Literally every corner of existence was searched. The language here is actually very precise. It says the search was in Earth, not just on Earth. And that points to a subtle but really important distinction. The search wasn't just for someone ruling on the planet, but for anyone worthy within the entire fabric of creation itself. Both of those dimensions were scoured, and both came up empty. And the result was universal failure. No angel in heaven, no prophet or king on earth, not even a departed saint in the realm of the dead. None of them had the unique qualifications to face that book. The entire created order fell short. Okay, so this is where everything changes. This is the big turning point in the story. After the universal search fails and all hope seems lost, a new figure is introduced. And it's his unique experience that makes him the only candidate in all of existence who can actually meet these impossible criteria. Just one. Out of every being in every realm, only a single individual is found who has what it takes. So the obvious question is, what on earth made him so different? Well, the answer isn't really about where he was from, but in the incredible journey he took. As this timeline shows, his worthiness comes from being the only one to have ever fully traveled through all 3 realms of that cosmic map. He came from heaven, he lived and died on earth, he descended under the earth into the realm of the dead, and then he rose and ascended all the way back to heaven. And the source texts themselves confirm this one-of-a-kind journey. This passage from John really highlights the exclusive nature of his movement between the divine and human realms. He's the bridge, right? The only one who belongs to both heaven and earth at the same time. So how does this incredible journey connect back to that sealed book? Well, the final piece of the puzzle is understanding that his movement through these realms wasn't just travel. It was the very foundation of his authority. And here it is, the key connection. His journey wasn't just a trip, it was an act of conquest. By entering and then exiting each realm, he proved he had authority over it. Coming from heaven showed his divine nature. Living and dying on earth showed he fully identified with humanity. And conquering the realm of the dead through his resurrection showed his ultimate power over death itself. He hadn't just visited the map, he had mastered it. And that right there is why he was worthy. He was the only one who could look upon God's glory because he shared it. He could bear the full weight of human sin because he literally took it on himself. He could purge those sins, and he proved his power over death itself. He met every single qualification that no one else in creation possibly could. So we're left with this final thought-provoking question. See, the story isn't just about opening a book. It's really a profound statement about the very nature of authority. It suggests that true sovereignty isn't just about ruling from a distance. It's about having journeyed through and triumphed over every single dimension of existence.